Hey, what's up, my people? This your boy, Bees. About to check out the homie Big CC talking about Jaguar White. You know, but Jaguar White is crazy in the mud. What y'all think about Jaguar White? Y'all think she's straight or do y'all think she crazy like me? But let's get into what Big CC and them talking about. And they talking about mermaids and some other stuff. Let's check it out though, for sure.
Federal agent.
Come on now.
I got savage
Look at that
tattoo on the
smile.
side of my face.
Look at that smile.
So look, check this out, right? If Brian my witness,
Okay, let's go.
all we ever did was show Jaguar love, man. We didn't put her on different platforms to get us some money, and she traded on everybody.
This is true.
But at the end of the day, the reason she upset with me is I told her I can't date her.
Okay.
We filming the episode, she all over your boy. I'm like, all right, hold on now.
She want a little homie.
It was and then her husband storm in the room,
Husband.
snatch her cell phone, run out the room.
That did happen.
So then they go outside,
They
him and her playing, point him out, knock him out in the parking lot.
I'm weak. What?
But shit, she was winning the fight, so we ain't intervened.
Yeah.
So then it led to a whole lot of commotion, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, she was already messing with Gangster Williams, like I can't, and then I'm a loyal man, you feel me? At that time I was in a relationship, so you know, so I told her I can't rock like this. You big sis. She took that shit personal. And then, you know, she called me and said, Jay-Z trying to get me locked up. Can you help? So she gave me the information. I had my people look it up. She got a warrant for her arrest for running off stealing a U-Haul truck.
Wow.
So it's like, sweetheart, you stole a U-Haul truck. That's why you got the warrant. It ain't Jay-Z. Right. It's not Jay-Z.
U-Haul.
Who
Like-
the fuck is this bitch? Who
This
is
Jaguar
Jaguar
Wright.
Wright?
She said she
a lot of
took
gossip work.
she took a boat to Epstein Island and rescued a bunch of girls, she said.
Is there proof of her doing that?
You know how much it costs to do that?
That's so okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Jaguar Wright, she used to write for Rockefeller?
Yeah, she a legendary box seller.
Yeah.
Oh, she sell box as well. You feel me? So it's kind of like I could back trafficking. I can't I can't move around with a box seller. You out here selling the kitty cat. I'm cool with that. You got it.
A box seller.
Oh, that's what that meant. I thought like
She's selling
Blockbuster.
box.
No, I thought you were talking about the U-Haul. I was like, the box seller. What the fuck?
See, it's different kind of boxes.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so
Right.
she says a lot of outlandish things constantly. For example, she was trying to say that Will Smith was trying to be in a relationship with his son. She was the one that said a lot of foul, nasty rumors about a lot of different men. And what happens is if you're not in any trouble, she tries to say that somebody's gay or that they touch a kid or that they're working for the FBI. That's her whole MO, just so that way she can stay afloat.
Can't no female on list crawler ever say my name with negativity. So we gonna pray for Jaguar. Hopefully she can come underneath the spirit of deception and operate as a better human being. But keep my name out your mouth though, little mama. She was moving.
That was her shit?
She needed to keep it that long?
She kept it that long.
Oh, that became a rental then, too.
Yeah, it's parked outside the hotel.
Dead. It was
couch
like, it was
in the
like a
truck.
pod storage. Like,
Yeah. She going to the truck to change clothes.
Damn.
So that's why Jaguar has a warrant for her arrest, everyone who's watching
Jaguar wild, nigga. She wild in the motherfucker. I knew she was crazy,
And if she
though.
want to keep playing, I can have Brian go pull that footage from Look Who TV. Because I give her a prop. She can fight.
Oh, yeah.
She was... What's dude's name? His name
Well,
like
she
Wolf.
do look like she got squabbles,
Wolf
though.
things,
But she's still crazy in a
He was
motherfucker.
funny that day.
Selling wolf tickets.
Yeah, Wolf telling Wolf tickets, yes.
She was putting hands and feet on
Yeah,
in the
she
parking
was.
lot.
That was crazy, man. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy incident, man. I actually forgot all about that.
Yeah, Biz try to block out this type of stuff out of his memory.
Yeah,
Because, you know, Biz coordinated everything. We had food, drinks.
I give her that. She do look like she got the 1, 2, 3s. Boop back, boop back.
Requested we had there, and they came in. She was hours late.
Yeah, she sat there hours.
Late. And then she came in. She, then she had to, she did, wasn't moving real fast. So it just ended up being a whole episode. Then to say some shit like that, man, that's shocking, man. Yeah.
You know, people always say my name around like the first of the month.
That nigga crazy,
They
yo.
get their views up. You
CC.
say my name, you get a million, couple 100,000 real fast. But the fans and the people who support me don't let you slander me.
The females be on that nigga. CC, I need you to pay a
I'm putting my
bill.
life on the line.
It's the
every
first
day.
of the month. My
You know what
rent
I'm
is
saying?
due.
We going through Vegas, canvassing neighborhoods, looking for 13-year-old girls that's missing.
Right.
You ask her to come outside, she don't come outside. So who are you really for? You were for the people or for yourself?
That's wild. That's
true.
wild.
Well, I wanted to ask you about something that we ended off on the last conversation that we were having. You were talking about Bulletproof George. Can you bring everybody up to speed with what you was discussing with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So throughout history, you hear about certain tales that took place, but this one very relevant because the former president George Washington, the guy who wanted the Declaration of Independence, there's stories about him in several books where they call him Bulletproof George Washington, where certain First Nations people from the Native Americans, some of the chiefs and warriors, after the resolution came to and they divided up the land, they wanted to meet this powerful warrior that was bulletproof. One of the chiefs said they shot him 17 times. He did not die. They ended up telling their other warriors, don't waste your ammo on him. He has a great spirit protecting him. You can look this up. There are books about this event.
And we talking about that dude was in Africa
Presidential
that they
Trump's
could have
campaign,
killed.
elaborating on this topic. And how is it that they found bullet holes in his garments, his clothes? They killed his horse. He didn't have one wound.
Now, something else I thought was interesting because everybody's always talking about his wooden teeth, right?
Right.
And we know they're not wooden teeth. We know there was a collection of slave teeth. It was a collection of horse
I
teeth.
heard that, yeah.
And they pulled teeth out of slaves that were alive and also decayed, dying slaves. They dug up their coffins to put teeth in his mouth. How did he survive any kind of infection from that? They're just shoving these teeth in his mouth.
How did this man survive? I gotta tell people, the truth is indeed stranger than fiction. And there's a show called Westworld that I think everybody should check out. Because all throughout history, you have stories about these avatars of people who were impervious to damage. They didn't get sick. Nobody knew how old they were. And one thing I found that was astonishing was when I was in Africa, all of the things that we take to be make-believe, they take as fact.
Okay.
The natives said that he had a great spirit protecting him. One of them said, I shot you myself. 17 times myself. And you didn't even have an injury. Nobody can explain this. This is real facts. This is documented in history and there's books about it.
So where is he supposed to be buried at?
Philadelphia? Because that's when the White House used to be there.
If he died at all.
That's what I was getting to.
Now, I actually want to talk about that. Do we have a picture?
We have a question. Vampire.
He's a vampire?
I'm glad you said that. Because right now, we're warning everybody right now, we're about to see a whole resurgence of the vampirism community. Because this is a community that exists. I told people about it when I first came to the internet. You got a whole group of people who have a Bible that they use, a vampire doctrine. You go to their house, they sleeping in caskets at the crib.
Damn, man, CC know a lot of shit, man. I mean,
there we go.
nigga, where you been? Nigga, and who are you, nigga, to be knowing that shit to be a nigga that came out together?
Glenn Close is from 101.
Man, tell me, CC, what up, though?
A lot of Miss Doubtfire action going on.
But look at George Washington and her face blending together. Look at the nose. Look at the mouth. Wow.
That's one individual. She dying over there.
Because I feel like we roasting her, but y'all so serious about it. I'm like, am I not?
No, you're good. Look at her.
On point, dog.
That's George Washington.
And Glenn Close.
All
and Glenn
fairness,
Gray.
though.
Vampires. I told everybody that was vampires.
So I know they say Asian people look alike, but for the most part, white people do look alike.
They're not speaking. That's what I didn't
Hey,
say.
that's real. White people do look alike,
That
man.
matches that much. Look at the nose and the way the bridge is.
I
the
mean,
lips.
it's just something about they just really look alike, you know?
On the game.
But that was through surgery. Caitlyn Jenner look
have
like
you guys-
that.
That's
just,
true. Now there you go.
Glenn Close is just born like that.
You know what's crazier than this picture though is Annie Hathaway and her husband look like
Siblings?
no. Look,
Damn.
who's,
Inbred?
who's that famous poet? Who's that famous poet?
Edgar Allan Poe?
No.
He
Keep
said
going.
the same one. That's crazy.
That's
Keep
cute.
going.
He said that.
No. Poet.
Tupac.
No, but Annie Hathaway and her
Show us
husband.
how old are we talking?
We're talking about the most famous poet.
That's Edgar Allan Poe.
No, another one. The one that made Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Shakespeare.
Romeo and
Yeah,
Juliet.
he helped me
His
write the
wife.
Bible.
They say they look identical and they were all born on the same exact like birth dates and everything, like flipped.
You think it's a coincidence?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you're right.
Well, we got another
look
picture
that
because
up.
there's so many people that do look alike, but
Oh,
sometimes
she
you
came
see
with some
all.
fact checks.
You gotta
Oh,
look
yeah,
that.
always. Yeah, I don't think
The uncanniness and the time that they were born, which is all listed in history, that is crazy. For a husband and wife from like the 14th
But if
century.
they're vampires, like what we're talking about, and some of these people aren't dead, then they can just go under different personas and different looks, and they can
Yes.
keep blending in society, and no one's gonna say nothing. Like the pictures of Nicolas Cage that you see from the 1800s and now, you see different pictures of different people who literally look exactly the same. And when you do forensics files, they're supposed to go off of the T line, so that's from your eyebrows and your nose. That structure is how you can tell who's related. You can tell how much of a percentage they're related and different regions as well. Those T lines match up identically.
And when we say T line,
You
we
should do
don't
a
mean.
T line for you and Jackie Chan.
I was just telling Brian
He look
that
more
my
like it.
dad
He got the
looks
Jackie
and
going
sounds
on.
He just- his
just
dad-
like Jackie
He
Chan.
said his dad looked just like Jackie Chan.
He
No
can fight.
bullshit. My dad could fight.
Hit you with a combo, boom.
Yes. My daddy once caught a bullet with his bare hand. My dad sounds just like it. I'm not even. He
That's
can't-
crazy. My dad said he looked like Billy D. Williams, and
Oh, that's a cold dude. You like Billy D.
nah, my dad don't look like that.
Oh, okay.
He looked like the captain from Captain Phillips, the one that's like, "Look at me, I'm the captain."
Oh, that's what you get the greatest
The Somali
impersonation.
dude,
I love when you do that.
Dude, look at me.
Wow.
But Quan, we got that other picture, the other presidents. Okay, so there we go. This
That's
is
just Lane?
yeah, that's just Lane,
Enemy number one.
and she's next to Andrew Jackson's wife, and that's you can see the line up there.
The eyebrow, though.
It's hella different.
Well, they
Y'all
say
pushing
that all presidents are related.
Yeah, they are genetically.
Yeah.
Obama's
But
related
even
to
Barack Obama.
Even Barack Obama. Yeah.
Who's he related to?
Y'all believe that shit every time.
And
Who the
George
fuck
Washington,
Rock
some kind of way.
related
Yeah,
to?
he's related to them, all of them. Dick Cheney and all of them,
man.
all related. That used to be, yeah, call him Dick Cheney.
Barack
I don't
Obama's
believe
grandpa
none of
did
these
have his wife.
motherfuckers say.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's Hawaiian and white, right?
yeah, they got it's
One
definitely
man named
I
is
seen that
Barry
whole
Sotoro.
Who?
Barry Soetoro.
That's
That
his
is
real
Barack.
name?
That's his real name. That's what they say.
And middle name Hussein.
Yes.
You see that?
That's that's it. That's the boom on.
That's an auto pause.
So we had some people calling out recently saying that we haven't discussed about the mermaids and any updates on the mermaids.
Talking to people about this.
So you have seen videos or footage of mermaids as well?
I don't know what I'm saying
Yeah.
because I have a
That's
folder
cold.
of conspiracy.
Brother. I like to
Like
see
you
your
jack off to
footage.
him. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Mine. No, but yes, I do believe in mermaids. I don't think they look like the way that we portray them.
Man, to the what's in that
But I
goddamn
do
water?
think like there's almost like a humanoid-ish type fish.
Water is
It's
amazing,
not too
homie.
awkward to think that that's not plausible, right?
But what
But
you
you
me,
gotta
I we
remember,
drink water and all the shit that lives
we
in
have
water.
recovered
That shit
95%
crazy,
of
you
the
know.
ocean
We don't
water.
tell them what's in our
We know
fucking
95%.
bodies.
We have only uncovered 5% that we even turn.
no, man.
Let's see. So you gotta imagine when everybody's looking up, you never look down. You know what I mean?
Well said, sir.
They say aliens are up there, but
Aliens are below.
Can you call something alien that's already been here?
Right.
They do the Mexican.
they call my dad and my mom aliens.
Right. See, I don't call them aliens because when you watch the congressional hearings when whistleblowers come out and speak on this topic, they call them extra dimensionals. Everybody needs to get a book called The Extra Dimensionals by retired FBI agent John D'Souza. John D'Souza ran the actual X-Files program for the FBI.
Oh, y'all gotta
And
call them getting
We seen Rep Luna call them extra dimensionals.
I know y'all hear
We
me blowing
seen
my
John
nose.
D'Souza call them that. And then when you really look at the grand scheme of things, you know, you see the same petroglyphs from 4,000 years ago, fit the same description of what we see now. And you get the same reports. We even got emojis for it.
Yep.
So when you look at the grand scheme of things, you realize, okay, somebody has sequestered certain information, and they're leaving the masses with one set of science, while they operating with other sets of science.
That's right.
And the mermaid topic, you know, every place they told me they was at, I traveled there, and I got the same story in Ukunda, in Mombasa, Seychelles. I got the same story. They say, we don't want the
What
locals
y'all
to know
think,
that this
people?
is
Do y'all
dangerous,
believe in
and that
mermaids?
these people exist here because it's
I
how we
do.
make our money.
I do.
These are tourist destinations. If people
do.
knew the dangers, they wouldn't come here.
I believe in a lot of crazy
I
shit,
interviewed a
man.
guy when I was
I'm gonna
in
tell y'all a
Mombasa,
story
on the
that
coast.
my mama
He's
used
a
to
fisherman.
tell us.
He said
Tell
after a
us,
certain time, being on the shore of the beach is
ever since I
dangerous
was a kid,
because that's when they arrive.
ever since I was a kid, my mama used to tell us this story, you know. And one thing about my mama, you know, she'll never lie to us about nothing, you know what I'm saying? But, look, we from Pensacola, Florida. And, like I said, mom used to tell us a story when we was growing up. We used to live in this house. And, the house I grew up in as a kid. But mom used to tell us a story, and it was like it was a lady. She was in the kitchen one day washing dishes, and she said a lady jumped in the window with a dog body and a lady face. She said the lady face was white, and she had a pretty face with long blonde hair. And the rest of her body was a dog. So she jumped up in our window. Mom started screaming, like yelling and shit, and she jumped down in the back of our yard wasn't nothing but woods. So she jumped down and ran through the backyard and ran back in the woods. My mama had been telling me this story ever since me and my brother and my cousins and since we was alive. So about 2 years ago, maybe not even that long, watching some crazy shit on YouTube, and they said back in 1972 in Pensacola, Florida, a lot of people seen a lady with blonde hair and a dog body. I'm like, damn, man, that's the same story my mama told me, you know, used to say. And I know my mama ain't lying to us, homie. And look, that same motherfucking house, excuse my language, that same house, when I was a kid, I come outside just before it get dark. It was just getting dark. Now, between my house and the next door neighbor house is a big ass tree that stood next to the between our houses. So anyway, I come outside, I jump off the porch, and I'm looking towards the backyard. Right? I'm telling y'all about the tree. The tree was right there in the middle of our house going towards the backyard. So I see a goddamn person. I don't know if it was a person, whatever it was, but it had a lion face, my nigga, and I swear to God to you, and this is the same house that my mama seen the dog lady in. And it was leaning against the tree, bro. And I seen it, and it looked at me, homie. Bro, and this is back in the 70s, man, and if that thing had a lion mask, I don't know, man, but that thing had a lion face and a human body, bro, leaning against the tree, like looking at me. I looked at the thing and jumped back and ran it back in the house, like, whoop. But yeah, man, I was just talking, though, man. I wanted y'all to hear that. But we're going to get back into CC and these, CC and these, what's that? Shit, y'all gotta excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna get back to it though. Let's hear it out. Mermaids, I got it. Gonna get back to CC and the mermaids. But yeah, I believe in mermaids, man. There's a lot of weird shit out here, I'm telling y'all. I got some more stories I can tell y'all about too. I'm gonna tell y'all.
And they take people with them. Point blank, period. And you know, everybody's compound on the coast got electric charged wire on top of the fences, barbed wire, and they all got these signs, danger. And everybody got their security. They say after a certain time it get dangerous. Be inside the gate. Don't go to the water, because you know none of us can swim good enough to get you back from there. I spoke to a guy. He said he went for a night swim, and when he got back to shore, he was standing there with his towel, and he looked, and he seen a merman standing there. The hair was not like you see in the movies. He said he had these large black eyes, and he said he got this compelling feeling to go into the water. And he said he glad he fought the thought, because he said he felt like if he did, nobody ever see him again. And I went to Puerto Rico. The locals said the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
There's videos now in Mexico of people that are given the same description.
For sure.
Recently, that just happened a few weeks ago, that they seen one that walked onto the shoreline.
That's the thing.
It's got legs.
Apparently, the males don't have the fish appendage at the end. They got legs, but they have webbed hands and webbed feet.
Okay.
So this is the description everybody's getting. We camped out on the beach overnight. You feel me? Everybody I was with was scared as a motherfucker. Part of my
Yeah, for
language.
sure.
And they looked at me like, "Why do you want to be here? Like, why are you not scared?" Because I mean, you know, you gotta be a bad man to drag me in that water. You feel
You
me?
gotta be a big mermaid too.
Yeah, you gotta be able to withstand this assault that's coming. You gotta be able to that assault coming.
Hey, look, check this out. Mermaid come trying to get you, and then when they come back, everybody ran. They come back the next day, you got a fish fry.
Oh yeah, we gonna be serving our fish. JJ.
Hey, the first mermaid shoes.
Come out with a
Some alligators, yeah. What's interesting though, what we were talking about, like this ancient society saying that they don't look down, they look up. They used to look down a lot of the times. That's how they got the constellations when they started making like horoscopes. They would look into bodies of water to see how to draw the sky above without damaging their neck. They would look down into the water constantly. But only few that were chosen in these ancient societies were allowed to do that. It was a point of you have to be appointed to be able to be trusted within that community, that you are allowed at night to go and look at the waters to draw what was above in the skies.
Absolutely.
So, just curious.
So are the mermaids? I mean, and you know, I'm kind of
historically they call them sirens. So you got maps from the 1600s with certain areas of the ocean. They said these are siren locations. Avoid it.
That's why they put them on the maps.
Facts. So you got a bunch of horny guys on the boat. They hear a lady singing. They coming to the starboard side. And then see ya.
Yes. I have a video I could send y'all sometime.
You can sing it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna send y'all. You wanna check it?
Send it to the road ding.
Yeah. It's a fire video, dude. It's crazy. Basically, it's this black guy that always goes over the sea, and you see that he's looking on the side, on the boat, right and left, and he could hear the sirens.
Just one of those fishermen
on
days.
each side of the boat, there's something swimming just as fast as the boat, and the boat's going at high speed. And then he could hear the whole whatever Ariel be singing, he could hear that.
Shout out Ariel.
And then at the end, there's
I seen that video. I want to know whatever happened to the old boy though. Cause he don't post no more videos though. If there's anybody out there know what happened to him, let me know and leave a comment or something.
Join them so you never return.
Cause he never made no more posters though.
Told me every place
Like nigga, FBI came and shut him down. Like nigga, don't be. I don't know, man. But yeah, if anybody knows something, let me know.
That's circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence is good enough to get you a life sentence in every court on the planet. Eyewitness testimony.
Well, except for the feds, preponderance, they got even a lower standard. Preponderant evidence, go.
Yeah, so
Preponderance
they play so good.
how do you be like, I thought about it?
That's
It's
exactly
like,
that's the
sound like
preponderance
you
of the
did.
evidence. That's
Right.
That's
before you
bullshit.
thought it.
before you
Minority report.
They got a lower standard in the feds. They say for preponderance of the evidence, bro.
You guys heard about the Altadena bear?
Aldina Bear.
Altadena Bear, that's over in California.
Yeah.
I stayed in not Altadena, but there's another place up there.
So
And they have signs. I actually saw that there's a bear always on the loose up
Yeah,
there.
so there's always
Yeah.
bears there. So
Yeah.
right now, in Thanksgiving, a few months ago, this bear, 500 pounds, broke into a hole this small and went into this man's crawl space. And every time the man walks in his house, it's growling at him, it's trying to rip at him, and it won't get out. The bear's still there to this day.
So the bear is doing what white people did to us.
Yes. He took over.
Well deserved, bitch.
So he's, so the dude is up there, and the
The
bear.
dude or the bears up
I'm
there?
glad white people did do that shit because I like living around white people.
Okay.
Because I just spent 7 months without them. And boy,
Would
if
you
I'm-
have wanted to live with white people back then? And you know what I'm talking about.
well, look, at the end of the day, they would have to kill me first.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm
They
done.
would have to kill
You
me
let them
ASAP.
today because they
I don't think they would be ready to deal with, niggas today. I don't think that they could.
we was born then too. We was
I
born.
believe that.
The
The war.
ones that got here got sold by other Africans as prisoners of war already.
But some of them were already native
Already.
blacks that were already living in America.
Now, when
too.
people say this, I try to tell them 2 key facts about being black. We leave our mark, dog. We build monuments. We leave remnants of our civilization everywhere. If we were indeed indigenous, now let's look at the science. We the biggest, strongest motherfuckers on the planet, fastest motherfuckers on the planet.
1,000%.
You got these hungry, starving ass white boys filling up. I just can't see them conquering all of them. And then where is the native settlement for them at?
So we have the national lakes that have covered a lot of monuments from African achievements.
Can't nobody
and
show me a black
achievements.
person doing a rain dance.
Hold on. And then we've got the Grand Canyon that we're not allowed to explore.
I know people living in the Grand Canyon right now. You got whole Native American groups who live inside the Grand Canyon.
So there's no native black artifacts within the Grand Canyon. They said that there's also pyramids and temples that are built in there.
Now look, when it comes to the Grand Canyon, there are things taking place there that operate outside of our realm of reasoning. And the natives there, they keep this information close to their chest. I've got permission to go there, but you gotta campaign with them elders to get other people to come there. So I got somebody who gonna cover the helicopter costs. If we want to take OTG on the road and go do that, we can do that.
Also, we got to make sure we make that trip to Nevada State Prison.
Yeah, that's coming up.
The Ghost Prison up there, yeah.
I got the spirit box in the bag right now.
Okay.
So
cool.
I wanted to also touch base on another point with this. A lot of ancient boats come from Africa.
Absolutely.
So
They were
if
Greek.
we were able to come over here, and if there was any artifacts, landmarks that we have, the French bought most of that middle land of America before it was sold to and the Louisiana Purchase. So during that time frame, a lot of the French individuals were interacting with native blacks, and that's why they knew the coordinates to go to Northern Africa. That's how they were able to take over Papua New Guinea. That's how we have a bunch of French-speaking countries in Africa because of the coordinates that was going on with Africans and French people before it was sold. Lewis and Clark were sent down there with Sacagawea to see all these different monuments to destroy them. That's why anyone that was building on the railroads did not know English. We had Chinese that were building on the railroads. We had Africans that built on the railroads, and they were not allowed to keep journals or books because they weren't allowed to talk about what they were destroying while building the railroads that crossed America.
Yeah, do you guys know about
Well
Mount
said.
Rushmore? Like what was
The pipeline,
or do you know what Mount Rushmore was before it?
it was
Enlighten us.
Native American. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so originally, it was like the Lakota Sioux that was around there, and Mount Rushmore was originally called like the grandfather's mountain or something. And to their tribe, they believe that that is where they originated. Like that's where they were conceived, born, everything. And they felt strong natural presence there, where they felt more spiritual, like in tune with their spirit. So they had signed a treaty with the forefathers or whoever, right, back then. And the treaty was basically, please don't touch this land because we feel like it's our sacred birthplace.
And you know how that ended up.
Now, the issue was the treaty got broken because the white people found out that there was a huge gold mine in it. So they decided to break it, mine it, and obviously the war pursued. They killed a bunch of Native Americans there. And to rub salt on the wound, they carved the forefathers' heads onto that mountain.
Yeah, if your DNA only 7,000 years old, you in a rush to leave your mark on the planet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
if you grew up in American schools, they teach you about Mount Rushmore, but all they teach you is that, like, this is a cool place to tour and see.
But, well, once you kill a man, you can write the story about him however you like.
Yes,
History was written by the best group of killers.
Killers. That's you always say that. When it's right history, losers become history.
Damn.
Yeah.
Once you kill a man, you can tell, hey man, you out of here. Hey, dead man, what?
You say he did.
Tails no tails.
Dead man can't tell. No
Can't
tell.
tell. Hey, what you say, Diaz? You ain't never seen a dead man do what in court?
I ain't never seen a dead man get on the stand.
Damn.
Hold on.
But you know that's why they're fighting for the pipeline. That's why you have a lot of Native
Yeah, that's what the pipeline. You heard my man was fighting for that pipe.
You too intelligent, bro. You too brilliant, bro, for that, bro.
That's where the Mount Rushmore is. They fight.
Shit. Got to be more careful.
I remember when that was happening.
But that was about 10 years ago.
You said 2014.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah, so that was about then. But also, so if they were going for gold there, that makes sense why they were trying to push to get the gold out of California in 1849. And again, that was Mexico, which I think is bullshit. Why we've got Mexicans getting deported from Mexico? This is still
Mexico where we at. Let East Indians comment on that. Come on,
I've been said some shit about that. I think it's stupid because I even made a whole post about it where I was like, if you are sitting here saying don't speak Spanish because you're in America, then I'm like, then don't say any city that's in fucking California. Because every city in California is Los Angeles. You're actually speaking very broken Spanish. It's Los Angeles, which means the Angels, which is what? The fucking baseball team, dumbass.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't respect that.
Or the state, Florida. That means flower.
Florida?
Florida means flower.
That's interesting that Florida was in Spanish too. But if you, some of these states, like right now, everybody's talking about Puerto Rico, and people get confused that Puerto Rico is a part of America. Puerto Rico's been a part of America longer than Alaska has.
We bought Alaska from Russia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, did you hear when that one stupid bitch, that one white bitch was like, she was complaining about Bad Bunny being part of the halftime, and she was like, some girl was like, I think he's a great American artist, and she was like, he's not American, sweetheart, and she was like, he's Puerto Rican, that's part of America, dumbass. Like,
right.
Yeah. Kissing all the men like that.
Yeah, for real.
That's American.
Yeah.
They're not white or black.
That's trans bunny.
They're not
non-binary bunny.
Hey, tricks is for kids.
Well, you know what? He has interesting names. You think about a bunny. Think about it. Bunny is a symbol of what?
Bob Boney.
Fertilization.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people.
That's the vice lord.
Yeah, the vice lord too. But also, man, like it'd be so weird. You look at names like we celebrated the Easter. Let's go here. What does a bunny rabbit and an egg have to do with each other?
You know,
bunnies don't even lay
the
eggs.
history of Easter.
That's like
I feel like that's the egg is the symbolizing of Jesus' birth.
No, let me give you the medievals. What they really did. That egg is a symbolization of fertilization, of cracking open the egg. And back in the medieval time, they used to go through the villages.
The homie Big CC. So what y'all think about the mermaids? Do y'all think they real or what? Let me know something.